Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg, and today we're going to take a look at the Zenus Cases multi-bumper series for the iPhone 4. This case sells for $34.99, and it's available for only the GSM. If you're in the United States, that's the AT&T version of the iPhone 4. It does not work with the Verizon version. Now this case comes in three colors. Comes in gold with a white, it comes in green with black, or it comes in the version I have here, which is green with white. You do not get any extras with the case, no screen shields or anything like that. Now I already have it removed from the packaging because I will say the packaging is an absolute nightmare to get back together. It's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. I'm not a fan of this kind of packaging. Yeah, it looks cool when you've got it on display like in a store or you first get it. But if you're like me, a case junkie who likes to go through cases on a daily basis, getting this back into the packaging, you can see it's got all these pieces like a jigsaw puzzle, is a challenge. And you know, I tried to get it back together, but I gave up after a few minutes just because it's just not worth it. So that's how the packaging looks. It's a very hard shell, which is cool to store it in, but again, you have to work at it to get it back together. Now, I said you don't get any extras with this. What I really meant to say is you don't get a screen shield because they do give you an extra front piece along with this case. This case is actually made up of several different components. You have a back piece, which looks like this. You have a spine or a piece that goes around the antenna frame that looks like this. And then you need a front piece, and they give you two of those. For whatever reason, they're the same exact thing. I'm not sure if they're worried about these breaking, but you do have two to work with. We obviously only need one, so we'll work with that now. Now, when I mentioned that it comes in different colors, seems the thing that you can change is the back plate. So you can get this same case with the green sides with a black back plate. They also, again, have a gold version on the sides. It comes with a white back plate, or the version I have here. So it's kind of like a little bit of a puzzle, just like the packaging to get this case together. You first insert the back piece into the spine or the bumper piece like so, and then you take your iPhone 4. Now I have my wife's iPhone because remember I have the Verizon one. It will not work with this case. And then you stick your phone into the case like so. Once you've got it kind of all seated, you make sure all the buttons and everything are lined up. You take this front piece and you click it into place. I haven't found really any right or wrong way of clicking it in. You just kind of go around until it all snaps into place and it all locks in like so. Once you've got it in there, it's a pretty tight fit. Doesn't feel like it's going to come apart. It's really solid feeling. There's a little bit of creaking every once in a while, but I don't think it's anything that noticeable. Just take, a few seconds like I'm doing to go around the front piece to make sure everything's clicked in. And there you go. So you can see on the front, it is causing my screen shield to bubble just a little bit. So you can see up in the upper corner. It's not terrible, but again, because this is pressing right on the screen shield, it does cause a little bit of bubbling. But what you do get on the front is a nice amount of lay on the table. So you can see that plastic piece comes up onto the glass, and that allows you to put your phone screen side down without any issues. On the bottom, there are individual cutouts, very small ones for the speaker and the mic, and kind of that bumper-esque cutout for the 30-pin connector. I imagine you may have some problems with bigger cables with this because it's the one that is a little bit on the smaller side. I didn't test every cable, but you'll have to test your specific ones to see if they fit. On the side, you've got that very small cutout for the vibrate switch. It's very recessed. I find it very hard to get to it. I have kind of big fingers. I find that I had to kind of use like a toothpick or a pen to reach in there. If I really work at prying my finger in there, I can get to it, but it's pretty deep. As you can see, it's almost like a double cutout in there. And again, this only works with the AT&T version. The volume buttons give you really nice feedback when you press them. They're nice and shiny and metal looking. On the top there, it's a super deep cutout again for the headset jack, as you can hopefully make out. I don't know that every set of headphones will work with that. You're going to have to try them, your personal ones out to see. But you do have a secondary cutout there for the secondary mic. Sleep awake button gives you nice feedback when you press it. It's a little bit on the smaller side, but still retains that metal look and again offers really good feedback. On the back, there's a small pill-shaped cutout for the camera and the flash. I didn't really have any issues with bounce back with this. It's just wider, it seems, where the flash is, so there's really no issue with bouncing back. And then, of course, you've got a full cutout for your Apple logo. Now, they don't give you any kind of protectant to put over that, so if you're someone who's anal about your Apple logo getting scratched, you're going to want to put some sort of screen shield, at the very least covering your Apple logo. Then of course they've got the logo of the company down in the lower portion of the case. You also obviously get a good amount of lay on the table design on the back, because even the lip hair is extended above the back piece. So I'm not sure that it's going to scratch terribly even when you put it down this way. It's going to raise it up just a little bit over the back plate. So I do like the design. It's kind of cool that you've got all these little interchangeable parts. It fits really solid. It is a little bit on the plasticky side, I will say. You know, there is, like I said, some creaking going on every once in a while when you squeeze too hard. And I'm kind of bummed out that it does bubble my screen shield every once in a while. Again, if you go to kind of adjust things, you'll be able to get rid of the bubbles, but at first glance it does seem to bubble the screen shield just a little bit. So that is a brief look at the Zenus multi-bumper series case for the iPhone 4. Remember, this only works with the AT&T version of the iPhone 4. It's on sale now in 3 different color variations for $34.99. Check the link in the video description if you want to learn more about this case. Should you have any questions, you know you can always drop me a line. Otherwise, you have a great day.